Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are here at Leeds Castle. This is a second kind of episode of Life After Lockdown. So we're going to go around and kind of see how they've managed to apply all the social distancing stuff. And yeah, let's go along. Hopefully the camera doesn't pick up all the wind because it's a little bit windy today. But we are going to go and explore. So on the ground here they've got all these white marks, so it is a one-way system. So I think we've just got to follow the marks, and there's a sign saying one way. So let's go. Can you see those birds?
Yeah. What?
Oh, they're cute.
What are they?
They're birds, I don't know what sort of birds. But they're looking through the leaves for something.
Either looking for food or looking for stuff for their nests maybe, or...
Ah, funny. I spy a peacock.
Good spot. Huh. He's proper chill.
Yeah, he is. Oh look, there's a head popped. Usually they're roaming about, but they must not be out today.
Good spot.
There's geese down there.
There's a peacock there if you want to have a look at it.
I have gained a child on me. This is the first time he's been in his baby carrier that I was given from my friend. And so far, so good. So all around they have these one-way signs to remind people that they need to stick to one way and keep their distance. That's good. So far, we've had no issues with not knowing what to do, so it's all good. The one thing I like about this place is it's so wide open. We come here quite a lot, don't we? We have annual tickets, so you only pay one price and then that's for the year. We like to come here for their Christmas market. We came here quite a lot when I was due, didn't I? We were walking around here trying to get this baby out of me. So when you walk around Leeds Castle, you'll see these little plaques, and it tells you information as to who occupied the castle, who stayed in it, and kind of what's happened throughout history. So that's a bit of an interesting fact. It's funny to think the last time we were here, I was I in my 40-week pregnancy by then, or was I 39?
Probably 40.
I think I was literally due, and we were walking around here to try and get this one out. And I remember stopping like every 5 minutes because I was having contractions, but they're only Braxton Hicks. It's a beautiful lake here. And here, this is Leeds Castle, the kind of front of it. It's surrounded by a gate, like a big stone wall gate. So this is the front of it. Obviously it's closed, no one can get in. But hopefully one day we'll be able to go back in. This is a better view of Leeds Castle, and if you go kind of under there, it's like a grotto that you started off at, and you walk up to the carved courtyard. I don't think you can go beyond the water, but we're going to walk up. So we walked up to that little courtyard bit, and literally you walked up, turned around and you went back down again, so there's literally nothing up there to see. And the little one was crying because he was tired. He's asleep now, but we're just chilling and sitting and enjoying the view. It's a lot better weather than when we went to Knoll Park. So that there is the whole kind of side of his castle. So on the opposite side of the lake is a golf course. I think it's like a 12 hole. Is it 12 hole course, babe?
No, it's an 18 hole course.
18, okay. I don't do golf.
It's a full course.
Okay.
It's a good course, it's a nice course.
Some people are actually playing down there. I hope they're from the same family and social distancing. How would you say the social distancing has been like here, babe? Yeah.
Busy, and there's not a lot of space.
Yeah.
Well, there is, but there's so many big families and stuff.
Yeah, there's so many families around here. And they're
like,
just kind of running around, aren't they? Not really.
No, which is fine. It's
I mean, yeah. I mean, most of them are just kids. You know, they
yeah,
don't really
it's the one way
understand.
it leads you up by, just up there and past the where all the ducks are and stuff. And that's only a short road. And it's easy to social distance on it. If you're on one side and they're on the other side, but that's not how it is. You know,
Yeah.
like kids are running about and stuff, which is fine. You expect it, didn't you?
Yeah, you do expect it, but it's kind of hard to social distance around here. We're trying our best, obviously, and I think everyone else is, but it is hard. But I think they've done a good job with actually kind of like signposting quite a lot of places to say where you can and can't go, putting hand sanitizer out for people to use. So I think all in all, they've done a good job, haven't they? It's good. So this space here behind me, where we are sitting, is where they do the Christmas market. So this whole area behind us is filled with like cabins of like little stalls, food, alcohol, presents, and like a fun fair. It's good fun. The main reason why we actually come here is for the Christmas market. It's one of the best ones, I think. So this is a week later. I completely forgot to end the video with any sort of content, so I am doing it now. The reason I didn't do it is, one, I forgot, got mummy brain, baby brain, and my little boy had his 16-week injections the day after, so he was a pain in the bum that week, poor thing. But yes, so I'm doing it now. I just wanted to go over how I felt at Leeds Castle, if I felt safe with all the COVID, and how they had all their procedures in place. I personally felt quite safe there. There wasn't many people wearing masks apart from staff, which I didn't expect anyway. I didn't expect kind of families to be wearing the masks outside. But all the staff were kept safe. At the very beginning, they had like the little ticket booth that was like a little hut with glass on it, obviously to separate the two. They even wore face masks and visors and gloves, and had very little contact with you. There was kind of people dotted around Leeds Castle wearing PPE to protect themselves from other people. Even like the staff that was on, there's like a little, not cafe, but a little stall that has like pastries, like sausage rolls, drinks, etc. They were like had PPE and stuff like that on as well. So in that kind of terms, yes, I felt very safe. The staff are very well protected, which obviously is kind of, apart from the customers, is what, you know, their number one priority. There was quite a few people there that were huddled together. So I know it's hard with families to keep your distance and for them to understand the 2-meter rule, but at the same time, parents need to, you know, make sure their children are doing that. And I know it's hard with little ones, but I saw quite a few families with children just running around other people and weren't keeping their distance, and the parents weren't doing anything about it. So that's the only kind of negative thing I had, and none of the staff stopped them. Again, I know it's difficult, especially it's quite a big open space as well, but loads of people were kind of huddled on a little patch of greenery, like a little field, and there was loads of people just dotted about, but they weren't keeping their distance. And even like when you were trying to walk past, instead of waiting their turn to get to get around you, they would just shove right through. So in that terms, it could have been better the way it's managed, and reminding people to keep their distance. But I think that's the only complaint I have about it. I thought I really enjoyed my time there. I didn't feel like I was in danger at all of getting it. We made sure our little boy was safe. And yeah, I would quite happily go back again. I have just had an email actually to announce a few things that they are reopening because when we went, obviously from the videos that have just been played, it was literally just the garden you could walk into. And they did have facilities open, but it was facilities right at the beginning before you even got your ticket. So you'd have to go before you went in and then go after. So which isn't ideal when you've got a 16-week-old baby. But they're, one of the staff very kindly let us use, they have like a tram area. So we use the tram station to change him just on a wooden bench with the change mat on it. So we cleaned that and made sure, you know, it wasn't dangerous for us to use, and then changed him on there. So the announcement that they made, let's have a little look, is they are reopening a few new areas. So their adventure golf is going to be opening, Birds of Prey Centre is opening, the Knight Stronghold and Choir's Courtyard playgrounds will both be reopening on Monday the 13th of July. So that's from today. Today's the 7th of July, so that's next Monday that they open. And they are also opening other gardens, smaller gardens on the with a one-way route to help maintain social distancing guidance. That's cool. So where, I'm not sure if I videoed it, I can't remember from the top of my head from making this bit, but you go up a slope and there's like a little courtyard, and then you go through an archway, and there's more gardens there, and then the maze, and there's like a little cafe down there, and there's the lakes down there as well, the Birds of Prey. So it's only small, you got a couple of cages of like different birds, owls, and they do shows and stuff with them as well. So that's all down there. So it looks like they're reopening that. Let's have a look further. So they're going to be opening up more food and drinks. They're going to be having a barbecue, which will be available near the maze. That'll be quite nice. They have got open air cinema happening in end of August, 21st, 22nd and 23rd. They will be showing The Greatest Showman, Grease and Downton Abbey movie. Now that sounds exciting. Might have to look into that. Their bed and breakfast, the Stable Courtyard and Maiden's Tower B&B will be open for the 31st of July, which you can now book now. Their Christmas and New Year's Eve party, which they do a murder mystery stuff, is available, so you can book it now, ready for Christmas. And their New Year's Eve fireworks spectacular as well, which I've always wanted to go to, but don't think we will go this year. Golf update. It's now open every day. Members can pre-book up to 10 days in advance. Non-members can book on the day. The Castle View restaurant is a restaurant that overlooks the castle. It's a lovely restaurant. I've been there. My friend Lauren treated me when Tom and I got engaged. Lovely, lovely place. It looks like they will be taking bookings for the evening from the 24th of July. So it looks like they're opening. Oh, that's it. So they've actually got quite a few things opening up again. It doesn't look like the maze is opening, which I can understand because you can't social distance in the maze. So I think that's a good call that they made there. But the playground is opening. So I'm wondering, will they have staff in there to keep everything clean after children use it? Will they have rules in place that parents have to go in and clean up after themselves and making sure they wait their turn rather than, you know, everyone pushing and shoving? Are they going to let one family use the swings, another family use the slide, and then swap? I think these are all questions that I'm hoping they thought of. I hope they either have staff members employed to keep that area safe and every time a child uses it, wipe it down and then another child can use it. Or maybe they'll have like limited numbers in the playground. I don't know. Same with adventure golf. They must only have a few limited spaces. Because especially if you have a family who's slower than you in front of you and you have to wait your turn for the next hole, which they're still playing, you would then have to wait 2 meters, and then obviously you're back in the other person, it's kind of like a domino effect, isn't it? So I'm wondering how they're going to do that. Might have to go back there in a few weeks' time and see how they're doing everything. That'll be quite exciting. Ooh, that'd be cool. Cool, definitely have to go back though. Right, I'm gonna sign off here. It's been lovely talking to you all again. I'm sorry that this ending was very late, but better late than never, I always say. I hope you're all keeping safe, even though things are now being lifted restriction-wise, so we can go to pubs, we can now go inside families' houses, even though we still have to keep our distance. Please make sure you're staying safe. We do not want a second national lockdown. Just because we are able to do more things doesn't mean that this virus has been completely disappeared, because it's not. It's still out there, still making people poorly, and it's still killing. So please, please, please do be careful. Make sure you're wearing protective wear if you're out, especially in the shops, because there's a lot more people outside. Obviously, bring your mask just in case, but when you're definitely in an inside environment, wear your mask. Keep your hands clean, sanitize, wash them as thoroughly and as regularly as you can. Yeah, just stay safe. Okay, guys, see you next time. Bye.